All right. Well, obviously the final weekend of the regular season didn't go as you might have wanted, but I've got to think you've got to be proud of this team, the way they battled tooth and nail.
Incredibly proud, and we talk process all the time. We talk about the process is more important than the outcome, and this weekend was really just a great process weekend for us. We battled to the end in both games, having a chance to sneak a win in game one and losing the bottom of the seventh, and then game two obviously didn't go the way we had hoped, but we continued to battle through, and we tip our caps to Southern New Hampshire, a very good team. They played outstanding all weekend long, and the people that were here were treated to 3 outstanding college softball games.
Yeah, I was going to say 3 games, and we've talked about today's, but the 1-0 win last night was absolutely terrific. It speaks well of the stretch run this team has had. I've got to think you've got to believe this team is playoff ready.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bree Mahoney said it best to our team, a few minutes ago, which was, for as young of a team as we have with 14, freshmen and sophomores, she said, look, we just got huge postseason experience over the last 2 days. That's what postseason is, and clearly there was a postseason feel to it. So, I think that's only going to help us coming back up here next weekend.
Are there particular lessons you take away from this 3-game series?
Just that we execute stuff pretty well, and our number 2, 3, and 4 pitchers really did a outstanding job for us. So from an execution point of view, I think we executed really well. We executed a game plan really well. They were just a little bit better, today than we were.
I've talked to coaches who say they want to see their team get better each weekend. Do you feel as though this team still has yet to play its best softball?
Yeah, I mean, for how young we are, I mean, I definitely think that. I think we have a weekend in us of 5, 6, 7 home runs, and even better defensive play. I think that's there. Whether that happens this year or next year is to be determined. But yeah, I mean, that's the best is yet to come for this team.
What wins in the postseason?
The team is probably the most disciplined, the team that executes the best, and the team that has its role players step up. It's very rare that the best player on the best team is allowed to beat you. So it's going to come down to some of our other kids in our lineup, who's going to have a big weekend for us. I think that's going to be the big question mark.
Watching this team this weekend, watching this team during the season, and admittedly not as many opportunities as I would have liked to have gotten to see them, it seems though this team has more depth than teams in the past.
Yeah, I mean, that's saying a lot with what we graduated last year. I mean, when you're talking about, the senior class that walked out, and, five kids that played, 3 to 4 years, and a lot of home runs and hits and defense and pitching and all that stuff, yeah, I mean, I think these kids have done a really good job of replacing that, and, our depth was on display this weekend. A lot of kids got opportunities to contribute to the success of the team, and they came through.
Coach, I thank you.
Thank you, Bob.